Hi, welcome back. Our room here. Today we finally gonna do main story. Collab story and also segue for Wuthering Wave in version 3.4 question mark. Is it even 4? Yes. I forgot again because of the backlog. I only have time right now, which is like a week before the patch end. Hopefully I can finish all in a week. I think I can, but we will see. So yes, before we begin, so there are a few things I will do before we do the story. So the first thing I will do, if you check the thumbnail, you realize that it said market reading because technically I already released a short, but that's cut version because I react a lot longer than that. And as you can see there in the top right corner, I prepared what I said fully, no edited. Again, I personally don't remember what I said, so if I say something weird, I will probably intercept my past. But anyway, let's see. So this is it, full screen. Right. So after they reveal the character, they drip market two of them as the card. Yes, they also reveal all the 6 characters for Mengzu, which I already released the short as well. And if I remember, I don't edit that video. The whole thing that I say is exactly less than 3 minutes. So that's one you can check the short for the Mengzu character reveal. Anyway, let's continue. Pass me. Factor that we're gonna see next patch in 3.5, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna read the description, and yes, it's in order, I guess. Yang and Sui will be the one we're gonna get in 3.5. So let's check their detail, shall we? Okay. It's actually I'm waiting till they release all the information about them. So I think they release all by now, so I gonna check from let's see, the last video I check and the last image, the last post I check was yes, he's seen, and yes, this is the thing I read. So a day after they release here, long time no see, Rover yang Yuanling, born the second daughter of the, okay, this is I remember. Okay, so I guess I didn't read her detail. She from Yingting, apparent. Okay, from the capital. Gentle yet strong, pure-hearted and romantic, she is a votary of the voice who can commute with the stream, as free as a bridge, bold in her chivalry, her life and her blade exist only to protect. And this is her detail. Yep, the same image. So I think I can guess what's going on. Well, I'll talk more when I read the other one. I think this is too long for short, so I will cut something for the short. We will see. So Yang Yuanling can resonate with the surrounding air, gathering it to create energy field with her forte form azure plume. Not only can she perceive the frequency of all things and convert their energy into gentle wind, but also neutralize forte and their effect inflicted on living. Okay, so basically she wearing different outfit, I think. This is still the same, Yang. No, you wrong, Pasmi, you wrong. This is before the live stream. I already released part 2 of live stream, which is, the live stream itself. Part 1 will be in the future. Well, I don't know. I think I will. So depending on my schedule, I think I will release the live stream first, part 1. No, I don't think so. I will release parts. Nah, never mind. I think I will release part. No, I will release part 1 of live stream at the end of the patch, and also part 1 of 3.5 in the beginning of 3.5 patch, which means there's a change. This playthrough
of the collab and Lucilla segue will release after, yes, after that video, the two video, depending on the situation, we will see. Because currently on the schedule in YouTube, there's still a lot of video that I on schedule, so I don't know. We'll see. If you check my banner, well, at this point it already changed, I guess. By the time of this video upload, the YouTube banner will be something else, which means that is the one that I currently playing. But yeah, so but if you come from the video list, not playlist, you probably see something weird with the release of the video. But if you check the playlist, I will reorder everything based on the best way to watch the playthrough. Anyway, continue. Yes, I was wrong. This is past me before the live stream, so I don't know why Yang have different outfit. Now I know if something to do with what happened before our character, I mean Rover, come back to Xingzhou, I guess. Anyway, we will see in 3.5 for more detail about that situation.
We saw, we know. Let's read and let's hear. Yeah, it is just she wearing different outfit. So I thought it was, yeah, it's just her different wearing different outfit. I think.
You think, yes, you think. Well, technically, I guess she is different, wearing different outfit in a sense, but
okay, I don't know. This is the rerun, and then Sui. For salam may please and pen my peace and plenty bless this land and for good. Chip, born into a noble family, Mingting. Okay, so again, yeah, she from Mingting. We know from the other drape marker they do. She is brilliant young director of Xiaoming. I heard that name before somewhere. Xiaoming Commerce Guild, wielding a water fan. She wear a business deal with grand tapestry or trade to Shino no sword. Okay, her financial mastery stitches together a lasting piece of the world. Let's see. From this look, she kind of like fusion character. So she wear a fan, which mean I don't know what weapon.
Pass me, you wrong. Well, technically in this video, in this deep market, I also check. So in the next section, I also will see their element and weapon. So anyway,
and we're gonna check soon after this. Interesting, imaginary. So she a director of a commerce guild from Zooming.
From Mingting.
Her forte is on the forehead, just like Yang, just like Kartetia.
I almost making the connection between Yang and Sui because the same. I don't know. I don't think it's because they both sister doesn't mean that they have the same forte. It's just coincidence, I think. Considering you know Kartetia also has the same Tasset mark. Did I say forte? I mean Tasset mark in the forehead, not forte. What am I saying? Anyway, ignore my past me when he say forte. He mean Tasset mark.
Sui can manipulate water. Oh, water! With water of all form. Tiny raindrop, great wave in the ocean,
yes.
Dew on the traveler coat. When she activates her vortex, the landscape unfolds like a hand scroll. Miss Rise, mountain and river burst into what? Okay. Can we see this in the actual story back in 3.5? A new painting is in the making. On the battlefield, she wields a water fan. Water fan? Why water? Like, you know, what is water fan?
I know water fan. It's a traditional Chinese fan, which art, picture, image, or something along the fan. That's called water fan for some reason, but it is what the Chinese traditional fan basically. Anyway,
fun with water? I don't think so.
No.
To command spirit bird to attack. Spirit bird to attack. So I guess she will be Rectifier, I think, with flick of her water seal, slave. Self.
You're right. Pass me.
Hey man, you conjure up mist to hide her. She is graceful and lethal. Yes, kind of like pointing. So this bird thing is part of her. Okay. Not I thought she gonna be, you know, magistrate. I guess not.
I don't even know. Do we have magistrate in Mengzhou?
And yep.
Because his
But
scene
interesting there, Jakarta also, you know, the forehead, forte.
has
What?
mark.
Havoc. Okay, how did? So this is the first. Again, this is the first character, right? They release with different version. So which mean they can change element. I guess element doesn't affect any. I don't know. Even I don't know. The concept of element in Wuthering Web is kind of different. It's purely gameplay wise, so it's not really related to any lore, if I remember. So I guess they can do that. Yeah. She's still sword, yes, makes sense. But weapon, however, yes, weapon is key of the character. So I guess even if the character have different form, they will have the same weapon. Well, at least for the time being, you can see the first one. I don't know in the future. So Havoc sword, Yang Xuanling. Yeah, I don't know how to say that, but interesting. So she will. I think I can guess the story based on the character we're gonna see in. Yeah, I would say I will talk about this later. I think this too short for short, too long for short. So I will cut something. I don't know which part I'm gonna cut. I'm here right with you. Yeah, quotation mark. I mean quotation. And yes, okay, Glacio. Atau water we're gonna have some new element. Okay, Glacio. Rectifier as expected, rectifier because the fan. And yes, Glacio. Okay, this is the third Glacio after Renacita. Finally, more Glacio character. I wonder if this, I don't know. We already complete. At least they usually have one for each archetype. We already have Glacio Cave, chef with Hyuki, so I think it's something different. However, Havoc.
No! Susui will be another Glacio Cape. I assuming, by the way, her team will be Hyuki, Susui, and Lucilla. So Chisa gonna be replaced by Susui. I am assuming, considering Chisa. I don't think, again, this is something that I said before, that probably they're gonna release another character that more specific. I think I said this before, to each, archetype for negative element. Considering Chisa is general usage, I guess. Well, more so of, I think she's more of, I don't know, Havoc Band, or she also deals something, Electro something, the other one which I don't think we have yet. But because of her general purpose in the negative element, she can be used with Cartetia, technically Spectro-Frazzle as well with Zani and PB, I guess. She also used with Hyuki and again Lucilla, and the one that I will get Fusion Burst with Ayamet and Denia. So now we have multiple options for a similar. This is assuming that Susui is a better option for Hyuki team instead of Chisa. Is what I mean. I think yes, she replaced Chisa Susui. However, Havoc Band, I mean, my part's gonna talk about this.
Is she Havoc Band? Meaning that another partner for, Chisa? We will see. Where clear stream flow, there spring await. Yeah, I don't, okay. and that's it. If in okay, Anime Expo with their image. I don't think this is a skin in the game, but both of them, okay, it's interesting. Both of them have the same.
That's it. That's the hint. Past me, you should understand their sister. Okay, the reason why past me didn't understand that. Who have thought someone with different hair would be a sister? Usually, if you are sibling, you have the same or similar hair color at least. But maybe because I guess this guy different simply because of resonator. We know that resonator sometimes have this, what do you call this again? Just like Zani with horn. Not evolution. What do you call it again? I don't. There's something like Zani. Basically, something change in your body. Basically, maybe one of them. So I don't know. If we can assume, based on the location, I think the family. I don't know, but we don't know their family name actually, but their family have black hair, I assume. So Sui is different because of her forte, unless she dyed her hair, or maybe Yang the one who different, and every family of this sibling have golden hair or blonde or something. I don't know. Again, the reason why I didn't think they're sibling because of different hair color. Usually in the game, in a gacha game, in most game, sibling have similar hair color. Even though, well, depending on the parent, I guess. But then again, usually, I said usually, just to see that the consistency between sibling, they usually draw them with similar feature, mostly hair color. Again, I cannot judge based on Tasset mark, because we have another character that have the same Tasset mark location, which is Karteria. I don't think Karteria are family with these two. Yeah. So Tasset mark doesn't mean anything. They just random location if you have become a Sonata. Again, I don't know. Is there? I don't know. I never read the lore. Does Tasset mark location related to anything, or it's just random? Anyway, moving on.
Area for this guy know each other.
Sibling.
Both from Mingting, yes. One is a commerce guild, the other, and the other one, I think, renowned family. I don't really read her profile, so I don't.
Yes, maybe if I read her profile, Yang profile, the original Yang 4-star, I should probably understand more. Well, let's check the Yang profile after we enter the game, just to see if this is obvious from the beginning.
I forget music of. Okay, it's not the same, I guess. So this is something I have a theory about the story in the rest of 3.x, because again, okay, here's the synopsis. We got a call from Jianju. Yang call us, and then we go there with Yang, and then Yang introduce us to Sui. Sui come from Mingting. Again, maybe they need a help or something. They know each other because both of them from Mingting, but the area that asking for help is not Mingting, not the capital of Huanglong. Instead, Mengzuo. Because the rest of the character, the other 4, come from Mengzuo. So we're gonna go to the Mengzuo to deal with something, and then Yang and Susui gonna come with. We're gonna accompany by both of them, and I guess that's how we have Yang with different outfit. She just using her formal dress, her family dress maybe, and that's how the story, the beginning of the story.
Wrong. Well, the whole thing with Mengzuo is, I guess it is something happened in Mengzuo, but the beginning of the story, I didn't expect that Yang was missing after, Anyway, that's if I already watched again. I think I will release this video after that video anyway. So yes, I already watched the playthrough. I mean, not the playthrough, the live stream reaction of 3.5, so I know at least the beginning. Because here's the thing, in Wuthering Wave, they are always showing us the story, at least the beginning part of the story. Like, I think they always do that. Every single live stream, they always told us the beginning of the story in that patch, which is why. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Thing that we're gonna, how we visit Mengzuo, because I think, I mean, they mentioned Ming thing before, QU1 in 2.7, a little bit about that stuff, but I don't think this thing related to QU1. The Ming thing, because of the capital of Huanglong, is like a big deal. I think we're gonna go to to Ming thing last. So we're gonna go to Mingzhou and then the other city first, maybe. Remember, there are 7 sentinel, if I remember, in Huanglong, which means we have, 7 or 6. Basically 7 city or something. We got Jingzhou and then Mengzhou. Wait a minute, Jingzhou, Mengzhou. Every city will end with Zhou? Maybe.
I don't know.
And the capital is different, Mingting. I think. Yeah, I think the story. So yeah, that's my guess of the beginning of 3.0. So I don't know. Again, I haven't started the segue for Lucilla. That the last one when they released Dispatch. So not to mention, I guess, I mean, they probably connect the story at the end of the segue. We got a call maybe, and then this is the call. We're gonna do region. So I think they release. They release Lucilla.
So yes, this is something that I will see in the segue of Lucilla. Will they mention Mengzhou or Jingzhou, and I'll mention what happened to Yang, or we instead have a call about that at the beginning of 3.5? We will see. Again, I haven't checked. I haven't done the segue of Lucilla. I haven't even done any story anyway in 3.4. I mean.
Week before this Dream Market. So I guess if you played the quest immediately after Lucilla release, which I assume the segue also released at the same time as Lucilla banner, which means people probably will know that when we will go back to Huanglong, which I didn't. Again, I haven't started the segue. I have backlog. So yeah, interesting. So the 2 character we're gonna see, Yang, new form, and Swiswi. Glacio, I don't know her combat, but I have a guess for Yang, because we don't have a Havoc band. I think the name of that ailment, it will be Havoc band. So based on this list, I guess the last character we're gonna see, if we assume this 3.x will end in 3.8, just like a 2.8, with just
Nope, with 3.7. That's what they said in the live stream. So 2 new character is patch.
One of this will be one. There will be 2 patch with 1 character, and then the rest is 2 character each. I don't know which one we're gonna be. I think the last one is Sissin. So is Sissin, because of her motive, and also you can see the image of this, the symbol of Mengzhou is a fox. This looks like a fox. I still think it's a fox. And if you look at her design, is she a magistrate of Mengzhou? That's my question.
Close enough. She's not magistrate. Maybe we don't have magistrate in Mengzhou because she the sentinel herself, which is interesting because so far every single sentinel is big and sometimes mechanical. Even the one that's not mechanical is still big and animal looking, giant. So how did she have human form? That's a big question.
I think she is, which means a character I will pull. If you know why I'm pulling for a certain character. Anyway, that's all for this Dream Market. It's kind of long. I think I will cut something. I don't know which one are we gonna told. But yes, Yang, Yuanling, and Sui Sui. Susu. I don't know how to say her name. Susu? Sisi? But yeah, Zoming. I heard the name Zoming before, but I think from something else. No, I think it's not Zoming, it's Zooming. Anyway, I'm saying is what? So yeah, 2 character, next patch. I don't know. I mean, I'll have a backlog for the character I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull for IMH. Maybe IMH gonna get rerun.
Yes.
For sure, with Luke. And that's all. See you in the game.
With Luke, yes, I think Luke also got rerun. I don't remember. I only remember that I met got rerun because I'm gonna pull for her 1 copy first because again, I don't think I have enough after Lucy pull. And yes, if you know what I mean, I only pull for character. I only build character around Sentinel Resonator. But I mean, Sentinel itself is technically should be higher priority than the Resonator. Anyway, that's all for Drip Market. So let's just close this and let's go in. I still have a few things to talk about before we begin the story, but all of that will be in the game, so let's just go in for now. Well, first thing first, as I said, I will check Yang profile just to see if it's obvious that she and Sui Sui a sibling or not. Because again, the only character I check, no, I only check 2 character, Jingxi and Verina, the only one that I read back story, no, the profile of. So let's check Yang first. Oof, level 12. So basic information, is it birthplace Huanglong? I mean, Huanglong is big, I guess. This one is one about asset mark. Let's see about, oh, new entry unlock. Yes, I just, again, I haven't see, this is proof that this is first time I check this. So, how do you, of your term? No, how do you read? Oh, let's see if there's any, I will just skim reading here just to see if we can see something regarding her family. It didn't say anything. Let's second one. Perfect pitch. Chisia mentioned there. Oh, what would the daughter of such renowned family? Renowned family? Where did you mention renowned family? Yeah, this revelation was our best infusion that yes, of course, yeah. To come from such a well-educated family. What? Epic and question. To go to the border city alone at the expense of serious. She never mentioned 21. She was responsible. Blah blah blah. So she never really talk about her family in Xingzhou. I guess makes sense. Third was Jingtalan. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. What 16-year-old Yang and the 6-year-old Yang? Huh? I mean, in the term of 6-year-old is young. What do you mean? There's no different. Physically should be different. Mentally as well. I don't think a 16 years old Yang is the same mentally as the 6-year-old. Anyway, how old is Yang again? I don't think she's 16. She look older than that. Maybe 20 or something. Anyway, in a privileged and northern home, shielded from suffering, her life was perfect until at the age of 11, an exile, her family caravan. What I mean of death and cruelty? Is someone from the family Um, it didn't say anything about the family, just attacked by a caravan and that's it. Shitty girl. Anyway, shitty boy. I always remember that sentence in Japanese. Shitty boy. It has two meanings depending on how you say it. Shitty boy. Anyway, I still no information about Sui or sibling or whatever, unless I just didn't read it, because again I skimming this just to see. Well, um, oh, her mother instrument was composing. Yang had seen people dancing to her mother's song. On the other hand, Yang sister was already a successful figure in the Chamber of Commerce. This is a biggest hint about Sui. But they didn't mention the name because at the time, I guess they didn't really have a story for that yet. Maybe, we don't know. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's the biggest hint. Commerce. Yep. Yang the Outrider. Now become Yang Yuanling. Anyway, my question is, when she have the new form, will she still have wearing this outfit normally or permanently into the other one? We don't know yet. 3.5. Anyway, so that's one thing. We talk about the market. That's done. Now let's go to the next section, which is trophy reading. So I will always, this is something that I have to begin last pass, I believe. So moving forward, I will always read. I will always, yes, accept the trophy reading. Not accept, we have, because of the reward it give you every single time I start new story. So this is one of such occasion, and let's do trophy reading for the second time. Let's start with exploration. So what did I do in between last story until this story? I complete the exploration of Minosewer. I don't remember where that is. Apparently Rinasita. What? What did I do? Where is this? I don't remember. It didn't say the time I did it, so this one I remember a lot. Dimmer Blend. I almost finished Dimmer Blend because of the exploration event. So I complete Broken Dimmer Heart. This is a quest, if I remember. I don't remember what we do, but we finished this quest. There's a two quests I finished here. Well, technically three. One with an NPC. The other two with playable character. I think, well, technically midway join. I don't know. I think that one, the one that I just checked, it was the quest where I meet with a synchronist who sensei was that guy, Warren. And midway we meet with Morny, I think, because again Professor Morny related to Warren, also this synchronist. The story, so the synchronist story, the quest was related to the whole experiment by Warren that was technically different than Helios, but then again kind of similar in the sense this create heat. So the location that we become after this quest end, let's go there actually. Become this area for solid skin to how do you, I don't know, Black Shore, Wanglong, Royal Plus Land, Dimmer Plain, yes. I think this quest was here. I think is this the one? The FU area, but I don't remember. I think this one. This is the one. Next, is it the one? Or this is the one? Let me check the area first. Um, mm, I think this is the one. Or around this area. Let's go teleport first. Again, because this is, I will also talk about quests that I do, exploration quest or any free quest or whatever quest that I do on my own, which I did. I think I didn't talk more of this when I explain about stuff I do back then in, yes, this thing, look at that, that's kind of similar to so yeah, this area here, this is where, what is this? This kind of stuttering. I think I activate frame generation. I should probably turn that off. Frame generation causing stutter. I don't like that. I'll just stick to 30 fps because 60 fps while recording cause lag. Turn that off. It's still stuttering, but okay. Less, I guess, less stuttering. So one thing though, so one of the solid skin there mentioned about a girl with pink hair. At first, I assumed that was Ahmed, but then at the end, there are this bench over there that tell us who that is actually. I should probably realize this because this location close to the lab, if you know what I mean, the lab. This. Well, before, I think if you sit down here, there's something unlocked here, which talking about the girl with in pink hair, the one who talked with the solid skin in this quest, which is actually Denia, not I met anyway. It is who named the solid skin. I think yeah, she named the solid skin in this quest. Anyway, moving on, let's continue with the trophy reading. Oh, I can just go up. So we find hidden chest. It was a mimic. I don't remember which hidden chest. I just do everything. No, do as much as I can because of the exploration event. And restore our foiled band. Yes, I do this. This is part of the requirement to increase that camp level. Wanna get rich? Climb the tree. And what is this? Yes, we cleared the Discord. There are few Discord location where if you clear it, you get, well, as you can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, and Zone 4. We also clear all, technically after you kill 4, you get extra. Made in Abyss. This is the name of the, this is referencing that anime. Reach the map for the first time, Made in Abyss, which is interesting name. Is this when we first enter the mirror plane from the teleportation or actually from the Solusium? I mean, the VR world. I don't know which one, but I guess the first one, probably the teleport one. Enter the Keystone site for the first time. The answer so yes, this is when we enter Keystone. I'm still questioning how Exos Rider end up inside the Keystone from Royal Porcelain, but I guess it's magic. Parish of Aurora. A perfect day for flying. This is the other quest. This is the one that I do with Sigrika. Well, at first it was not Sigrika. Sigrika called us. Senpai, do you have something free time? I found something interesting, and then we meet with Sigrika, which actually another thing, not just Sigrika actually. We meet the bird that unique to this land. I forgot the name, but after that quest, currently, if you check the surrounding area of this dimmer plane, we have this golden light or something. Let's go check the area. So that quest end up here. I cannot teleport to this area, but this is the area where the quest end, and after that quest end, let me check. Around dimmer plane, there are this road, not the road, it's like, I cannot see it from here, but there's like rainbow or something. I don't know. You cannot see that from this angle, but maybe I need to higher up. But yeah, in the way, this quest end with us do something with Sigrika. That's the thing I remember. Well, not really. I remember a lot. We free the thing, the bird from the ice. Anyway, if you do that, you understand what I'm saying. And I think you will do that. You should do that because that's part of the requirement, the event, exploration event. So I don't need to explain too much about this. Witness Denia return to her home. Yes, I did. I still think we're not finished with Denia. I still have her birthday cake. So we're gonna give it to her, unless I should probably put that in that room. But then again, it had option to put it in our inventory. So I don't know how that's gonna be for the future. I don't think it matter. Usually it doesn't matter what you do. It just either you want to put that as a memento in your inventory, or you put that in that location. I rather put it in the inventory. I can check that every time I want. Anyway, the past within witnessed. Okay, yes, this is the near segue. Stone track. This is part of the exploration. Yes, I don't remember when I did this, but yes, I rescued Soleskin a few times actually. Winter Mark challenge, yep. Done with that. Moving on to the next thing. We complete Wish in the Bell. This is Hiyuki Segue, the Father's Edge of Salvation. We finish Starlight from Yesterday, which is the name of the quest. Starlight from Yesterday is Act 5, yes, of Lahai-Roi story. And then Beneath a Melting Night Sky, this is Denia's story. And but somehow the epilogue of this Wish in the Bell is separated from the beginning. But this is Yuki again. Even though I talked about this before during that my reaction in my thought on 3.3. So I don't need to talk about that. And again, listen to the role Denia left for you. This is the one where I enter, when I read the bubble thing that Denia left behind. Can I still do that? I don't know. Which is interesting. So Denia entered that space, right? So she should be, basically she enters Strider Gate or something. The only way to leave. So I don't know where Denia went. I think it's Void Space, which is technically where how we end up in the other side. I think technically Exos Rider, I don't know. Again, we're gonna see Denia again, but I don't know how. Maybe again, maybe with, I assuming will be with Green Architect, but I don't know. We will see. Oh, what's that? I just click. I didn't see. I finished. Yes, I finished something. I didn't check. Automatically clear that. I don't know. I don't see. Moving on. Yes, this is first time I did more than 20,000 in the instant metric. And then, yes, what? No. That's Siglum 1.
I haven't finished Single yet, the hardest one. I'll do that in my endgame attempt. Maybe the next one alongside the Explorer, the Nameless Explorer as well. Anyway, who am I? What else? We defeat Fractidus Inspector, Fractidus Reaper. Is Fractidus Inspector and Reaper the one in the dark side? The one, you know, the floating one with hand? Actually, I thought it has different name, but I guess it's Fractidus. I mean, technically, I assume at first it was Fractidus, but then they say something else about that thing related to someone nightmare or something. Anyway, Dodge Nightmare Adam Smasher. Not this time. If you, this is funny. If you watch Edgerunner, you understand what happened in episode 11, I guess. Anyway, not this time. Yes, Rebecca, you should dodge instead of shooting Adam Smasher. Anyway, Doppelganger, yeah, Sigilum, okay. Las Vidania, that's Denia real name. Das Vidania. Alessandra is knocked out by the attack. Oh, interesting. Did I mean, this is probably when I leveling up character. So I using oh, if that, which means if I can knock out by any boss, I will get achievement, trophy. I mean, sometimes I never happen. Anyway, maybe I should do that for every single boss. Misclick. So what is this? Co-op, forgery, or simulation auto player. Well, I rarely do co-op. I think this is because of that. So I think because I rarely did co-op. The only time I do co-op is during when they release co-op event, like the bike, which I'm failed. I did clear. I retry again on my own. I finished on the second track. I come first. The other one just second maximum. So I give up. I don't think I have enough time to retry that over and over just to get first for every single stage. Because again, you only need to do it once for Asterisk. The other one just extra book or something. I don't care. I only care about Asterisk is what I'm saying. Unlock 10 persona in Starbound Sing. Yes, this is the event. Unlock a persona in Starbound Sing. Another event. I mean, the same event, Starbound Sing. Clear. Yes, Starbound Sing. Okay, because it has achievement, I believe Starbound Sing is a permanent mode. Let me check. Usually, the only thing with permanent mode is something that have achievement, because why would an achievement limited? It is Starbound Sing. The only one that the only one with checklist, meaning I clear everything. The other one, I still missing something. Well, when I have time. So that's trophy. But wait a minute, there's still more. I have another thing I want to talk about, which is my note. Yes, I mentioned before. I have a few notes I want to say. I want to check. So this is something that I write during either the playthrough or when I do something and then I remember. I forgot to say something like this in Wuthering Web, so I write down just in case something this happens. Let's see. I don't even remember what I write, so let's just check. First, I write something. Let's see the last time. Okay, this is the new note. POV change notification. I think this is in the survey, which I do already. Soar to the sky button adjustment for mobile. I also talked about this before. Why didn't I mark this? I usually mark the one I already talk about. So I think I done about this. I talked about this before, so I ignore this one. What else? Skipping dialogue. Yeah, I also talked about this before. The whole thing with skip dialogue not working properly sometimes. Grand Architect Pen, Lucilla. Yes, I talked about this before, but now that we know, this is before I knew Lucilla have another segue. So we know that Lucilla have another segue now. I don't know if this segue related to her forte again. If yes, then I hopefully get answer from this, because we mentioned, no, if the story mentioned Lucilla Forte before, but then I don't think they do much about that. I mean, yes, we discovered the whole thing with Darkseid using her Forte, but that's not enough in my opinion. I feel like there's more to that, which I believe I said maybe it's related to the Grand Architect pen, because again, you can learn someone past using that the object that they own. And Grand Architect pen is an important object, which is weird because we know that Grand Architect have the pen right now, so it doesn't matter what Lucilla Forte is, because technically the whole thing with the pen thing happened in Luke Segue, which is 3.1, and then the first Lucilla Segue was in 3.2, so it's after. So I don't know how the correlation between this. I don't think this is, which I know I still think this is related, but then again, the reason, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know the reason why can Architect in 3.2 looking for this memory type resonator, because so far it's nothing to do with Gen Architect, unless again if it's related to the pen, or maybe to find Hyuki. I don't think Hyuki. I don't know, the whole thing with Gen Architect and the Forte. I feel like the whole thing with Darkseid Academy thing feel weird now that I think about it, to the grand scheme of things. I mean, beside the whole thing with that, maybe the point of that was just Sigrika. But then again, I don't think. Again, this is when they join segue and I mean character story and main story. This is the thing that I keep saying in Wuthering Web. The percentage of the main story and character story. Anyway, I talked about this before. I don't need to reset what I said. What am I saying? Okay, so we talked about that before. What else? What's this? Esteemed guest of Huanglong, laureate of Raguna, champion of Septimon, Dark Thunderblood, strongest freshman, ninth great mystery of what? Stardust Academy? I think this is the title that someone said to me in one of the quests. I don't remember why I write something like this, but interesting. Okay, what gonna happen to Soliskin and Exoswarm? Yeah, this is a question that I asked, because we know that Exos Rider currently not in Solaris, is on the other side. So what gonna happen with Soliskin and Exoswarm? Did they just finish? Meaning, Exoswarm can only be created if they are if they are Exos Rider, right? I think. So you're saying Exoswarm will go extinct at some point if you can't repair them again. And not to mention Soliskin. Soliskin purpose originally was to the whole cycle of life to sustain Exoswarm. Now that Exoswarm is gone, is Soliskin just permanently living? So they just there now? Don't need to do this rite of passage thing? Which means there will be no new Soliskin, but there will be no Soliskin who disappeared or something. That's what I'm saying. Maybe if I talk to NPC, I will understand that. I need to talk to NPC, I guess, to maybe I do some quest, who know, about the Soliskin to understand what's gonna happen to Soliskin. Considering the next patch will be different region, which means the story of Lahai-Roi is done. But there's so many questions still about Lahai-Roi, which I believe the answer will be in the other quest, which I haven't started. Yes, so I cannot really say anything, I guess, until I finish those quests. Anyway, what else? Let's actually exit this. So I have the soundtrack. So yeah, look at that. I mean that. Soliskin.
What gonna happen to this guy now? What else? My other question is, what is this? Quest read in part 2. Quest read in part 2. I already doing this. I just talked about the quest a second ago in part 2, which is right now, part 2 of 3.4. So let's check this. And boss challenge. Rebecca, can you stop? Maybe I should. Anyway, so yeah, the other thing I said was I write was boss challenge hide portrait. Yeah, this is I talk about to avoid spoiler because they didn't do this. They always showing the portrait of the boss, new boss, even though I haven't started yet. And they didn't really show the boss in the live stream, so pretty much stop it, Rebecca. What else? Okay, I think that's done. The rest of this is something that I write on my survey. So yeah, that's all for the thing I wanna say before I begin at Dream Edge, which is the name of the quest for the collab. And would you look at that? It's almost an hour, so I guess we're gonna continue with the main story in the next video, which I will do immediately, but again, next video. So yeah, that's all. Again, before we begin, because as always, part 1 and part 2 will related to non-story moving forward, especially part 1 and moving forward part 2, considering part 2 will be something where I talk about what happened in between the last playthrough, the last main story. So yeah, that's all for this video. Until next time, bye!